Hello everyone and welcome for another casted game on AoE4. Today we're gonna watch the show match Downfall versus Starflark. This is 2-1 for Downfall. This is a show match organized by HAG, guys. Don't hesitate to go and watch HAG because we are creating a lot of events on AoE4. Show matches, tournaments, events in general. This is amazing, and today we are with Downfall, who is the top 50 world right now on AoE4, and versus Starflark, that is the top 29. Downfall is winning 2-1. The first 3 victories win this show match, this BO5. And yeah, this is gonna be very cool. I think the matchup is not in favor of Downfall, to be honest. So maybe Starflark will be able to make 2-2, and we will have a last 5th game that will determine. Maybe, I don't know. This is just an expectation, of course. Starflark that is playing the Jundog in blue, and Downfall that is playing in teal, the Byzantines. We are on Gorge, as I talked about before. And yeah, let's go. Let's go to see exactly what happens. I think Jundog is very nice in Byzantines because the Byzantines is a very good civilization in order to defend. But the problem with Jundog is that you have to do a lot of defense in order to deal with the knights and stuff at the H2. And so the problem with Jundog is just that if she takes fights, then she's gonna have a lot of XP, and then she's gonna go on the age ups for on level 3, level 4, and then she's too strong, and it's very difficult for the Byzantines to deal with that. And it's quite interesting to know that, because I mean, the matchup Byzantines versus the French is quite good for the Byzantines because it can deal pretty well with the knights and stuff. But the problem is just Jundog. She's very good because she's arriving at good timing, and especially if there is a lot of spearmen, then the knights arrives, forces the spearmen, and then Jundog can deal with the spearmen pretty well, especially if she's on melee, but also if she's in distance, it's okay, but on melee it's better. And yeah, you have a very good timing at annoying the Byzantines. No, we lose a villager. Oh, this is terrible beginning for Downfall. This is horrible to start like this. And also the fact that the Byzantines is a pretty slow civilization at the beginning of the game. You have 3 points of attack, like the gold, the stone, and your berries. This is pretty much well defended from Downfall thanks to this outpost with the arrow slit. This is nice. But we managed to kill a villager from Starflark, so this is quite horrible. We force some spearmen because we have knights, and we have the Jundog that is on melee, so she can deal pretty well with those spearmen, as I talked about before. So what do you do as the Byzantines? In my opinion, you kind of want to have the javelin throwers as the mercenaries, because if you don't, well, you're gonna die, in my opinion. The javelin throwers are very, very interesting to do more damage. They are cool because they do more damage to the enemy units, and they are pretty much very interesting when you're facing a civilization that is very strong at the beginning of the game, because they are very, very cool. They are not that good on the late game, but they are helping you staying alive, typically. So the strength of the javelin throwers is that they deal a lot of damage, but they are firing very slowly. So this is very cool versus like good units, like strong units like Royal Knights and Man-at-Arms and stuff like this, but also of course versus archers because they have a lot of damage to them. And the problem is that they can overkill units. Like, for example, if you have 20 javelin throwers and they all fire on one archer, then they are gonna kill one archer, but they are dealing a lot of damage, and this is not worth it. Compared to the archers, the longbowmen, that have less damage, but they fire like more often. So the thing is that they have more DPS in general. So this is better to deal with units that are not that strong. So typically here you want to go with the javelin throwers because this is heavy units. You can deal more damage with the javelin throwers. You are not overkilling, since well, you can overkill knights, but I mean you have to have a lot of javelin throwers to do that. So this is not happening quite easily. And the problem with this map also is you kind of want to have the, you kind of need the control of the map in order to go search those resources, because they are quite far from you, from your main base. So this is quite difficult for civilization like Byzantines, and it is quite easy for civilization like Jeanne d'Arc, because they have the control of the map. They put pressure on you, and so they are quite safe on their base. And especially because Starflark made the Pro Scout, so I mean everything is under the TC, so you can attack your opponent. You cannot be attacked on your resources. This is quite surprising to do the Pro Scout, I have to say. I don't know if I would do the Pro Scout as Jeanne d'Arc. I mean, you can just attack your opponent. This is not a good fight here for Starflark, I have to say. This was not that cool. Also, the thing with the Javelin throwers is, as they have more base damage, they can deal pretty well with the Jeanne d'Arc that is on melee, because you can see on the melee she has two of ranged armor. And so you deal 6 damage per shot, so this is quite a lot. And if you have the longbow, I think you deal like 6 damage. So 6 minus 2 is 4, so you do quite less damage. So this is very interesting. Also to deal with Jeanne d'Arc and maybe kill her like fast. She doesn't XP then. Real well played from Downfall, I have to say. He manages to save his resources, didn't want to go for the gold, didn't want to go for the stone at the beginning, and then he manages to defend. Then after defending, he said, okay, I can go on the stone again right now. And later on, he says, okay, now I can go on the gold, because I have a good defense here with the outpost and stuff. So he's basically staying like still. He wants to defend pretty well, and then after he knows he can take the resources, then he takes them. He didn't want to rush resources and do not be able to defend them. So this is very, very interesting. And here Starflark is stealing all those deers, but Downfall sees that and he doesn't want to let his opponent take the deers. So using those javelin throwers in order to stop those deers to be stolen, this is very well played. The other pack of deers is here, so this is quite safe right now because we have the outpost here. Okay, we have a very good army from Jeanne d'Arc, and the thing is also Jeanne d'Arc has a very good yeah, she's very good on the field. As you can see here, she dealt a lot of damage to those spearmen, and especially because, well, she's doing area, yeah, area damage. This is insane here for Starflark, but I mean, he's losing a lot of army to the army of Downfall. This is a really bad fight for Starflark. I mean, he lost 2,700 resources compared to 900 for Downfall. This is insane fight for Downfall. I have to say, this is very cool. But as you can see here, those units are very low in health. So the next fight is going to be a destruction for Downfall. He will lose everything. And if he loses everything, then Jeanne d'Arc is going to win a lot of XP. A lot. And a lot of XP for Jeanne d'Arc is not a good stuff for the Byzantines, of course. You don't want to go that far. Yeah, exactly. Downfall knows that. He says, okay, now my opponent, this is Jeanne d'Arc. If I fight too much on H2, the problem is she's gonna have her level 3 and then I'm done. It's over for me. It's over. So yeah, he takes very great fight, and I have to say those javelin throwers have insane impact on this game. They killed so many archers. I have to say this is very nicely played. I think this is the best choice, especially also because those javelin throwers have more mobility than the longbowmen. Like the longbowmen are very slow. This is 1.12, and the javelin throwers is 1.25. So you cannot be I don't know, catched by your opponent. Like, you can run and, yeah, be safe from your opponent. We always have more than our opponent here from Downfall, so this is very, very nicely played from him. And maybe it's only because of the Pro Scout. In my opinion, it's only because of the Pro Scout that Starflark is in this position, because if he didn't go for the Pro Scout, he would have saved like 3 scouts worth of resources. So this is basically around 180 resources, but also the Pro Scout that costs 450 resources. So this is quite a lot of resources. This is basically almost like 650 resources that he didn't need it to spend. Like, I mean, if you have the control of the map, and as you can see here, even with the great fight of Downfall, he is not able to attack here or there. This is not possible because Jeanne d'Arc would be able to kill his units and then it would be over. So, as you can see, the Pro Scout is not that effective, is not that interesting. And so you can save those resources in order to attack more your opponent and win your fights. And if you win your fights, then Jeanne d'Arc is level 3 and stuff like this. So basically here, Downfall can win this game, even if this is a pretty bad matchup from him, because, well, he killed like 4,000 resources to his opponent, and Starflark only killed 1,800. So this is a good situation here from Downfall. We have a lot of villagers on the gold. We have some walls here in order to defend this position. Very nicely played. We have the Golden Hole Tower, and we will try to have our units that is gonna be veteran. This is cool, but be careful with the timing of Jeanne d'Arc. That can be... Yeah. We have some villagers here. They have to run. Okay, we use the spearmen in order to take the damage, but I think we lost a villager. I'm not sure. All fine. This is all fine. We have a lot of bonuses here from the Byzantines because we have those cisterns. We have also this that can make you produce a lot of javelin throwers for free. Yeah, we have also the mercenaries, the olive oil. We have a lot of bonuses, so this is okay. Yeah, we have the veteran. We clicked here Dialecticus. This is something that is very important when you go on the age up with the Byzantines. You directly put Dialecticus on this, and then all your technologies are very fast, and you can have your units veteran very, very fast. Here, the timing of Starflark, and you can see here, if you don't have the veteran, it's horrible, but here we have the veteran, so we can take a very good fight here. Maybe we can snipe the Jeanne d'Arc. Yeah, this is gonna be cool. Yeah, she's dead. She's dead, basically. So this is a terrible fight for Starflark right now, because even if we killed units, even if we lose everything from Starflark and Jeanne is still up, the thing is that she wins some XP. But if she's dead, then you lose your army. It's terrible because she didn't win any XP and you just lost your army and stuff like this. So this is basically very terrible, very, very bad position here from Starflark. And now Downfall can use his army in order to go in front of the base of his opponent. He's doing some camel riders and also some spearmen, some crossbows. Very good composition of army versus what is happening in front of him. We have Jeanne d'Arc that is almost H3, but maybe she's gonna be sniped again. This is gonna be terrible if she's sniped again. We have the veteran on those knights. Be careful about that because we have the Royal Institute. Maybe we can have some Royal Brain Knights here. We have a villagers that is down. Okay, we kill the knight directly. We have to take a lot of gold here from Starflark because we have to take the Royal Blood Knights. This is very, very important. Okay. Very, very nice from Downfall. I have to say this is a very good game from him. This is not easy to face Jeanne d'Arc with the Byzantines. We killed some archers again. The archers are gonna go veteran very soon. And we don't have to fight until we have this. This is very important for Starflark. We need this technology. Yeah, we clicked it. So perfect. And now what Downfall wants to do is just do damage to his opponent, but be very, very, very careful with those knights, with the fact that his opponent can catch him and destroy all his army. So what basically he wants to do is just do the most damage as he can, but be very, very aware that he can... Yeah, this situation is quite weird right now. But this is not a good fight for Starflark. He doesn't have the Royal Blood Knights right now. Yeah, we produce some... Oh, this is good. We produce some monks in order to take the relics. At the same time, we put pressure on the opponent, so this is very, very cool. Maybe Starflark will manage to take back the control of the map, but still we will have some relics. Sorry about that. I felt it was coming. And I was like, okay, I have to finish my sentence before. Okay. So we still continue to put pressure. We have the +2 here on the distance armor. 6. We have 4 base range armor. This is quite insane. Very well played here from Downfall. He took back his camel riders in order for the knights to go directly inside the spearmen in order to have the shield wall that kill the knights. We have the Royal Blood Knights here. This is not a good fight for Downfall. Maybe I'm wrong, but Jandok here... Yo. This is insane. She dealt a lot of damage, I think, into these units. And yeah, we are gonna be crushed. Yeah, Downfall, we are gonna lose everything. Exactly, because those knights can take a lot. And Jandok comes again. And this is a mistake from Downfall. I was talking about this just before. You are not allowed to do that as the Byzantines. You have to defend. You cannot go out on the map and go that far versus Jandok. Especially because she has the Royal Blood Knights right now. If you see the Royal Institute, you cannot do that. Even if you don't see that. I mean, this is complicated, but especially if you see that. Because with the Royal Blood Knights, the Knights are not going down. 80 HP of more. This is insane. So now, basically, the destroyed value is pretty much the same for those two players. And I have to say, Starflark is in a good spot to win this game. That's not cool for Downfall. He had a very good game at the beginning. But now, it's the reverse that is happening. Maybe he has a chance because of the lack of food right now for Starflark. Especially because he didn't take the boar. This is quite weird from Starflark. Okay. Do you know why? Because he didn't sow the boar. This is sad. This is sad for Starflark. To haven't seen the boar. It could help a lot, of course. Because this is a lot of food. Now you can see here the army value is ahead for Starflark, but also the army is so much stronger. The knights have 80 more HP. Jandok is an insane unit in combat. She can heal all the units around her. She also can deal a lot of damage around her. The thing is, Downfall has a lot of bonuses. The first one is that he has outposts that can fire some mangonel shots, so this is quite nice to kill the archers. We have a lot of crossbows, so this is cool to kill all the units. Especially we can snipe Jandok. We can use here a Wololo in order to steal those units. No, this is not happening. Be careful with those crossbows. We can snipe Jandok. This can be cool. Yeah, oh, this is insane. The fight is insane. I talked about it. This is insanely difficult for Byzantines, this matchup. This is... Those Holy Wrath are insane. This is so much damage. But still, the destroyed value is pretty much the same. But I talked about it before. If you have even fights, then it's not even. Why? Because, yes, you destroyed as much as your opponent, as the Byzantines. But Jandok is winning XP. So she is H4 very, very soon. Level 4, sorry. So if she is level 4, you cannot deal with her. This is not possible. This is too strong. Okay, so maybe there is something that can help Downfall is just the lack of food. I talked about this just before. Especially because he has a lot of farms. So when his opponent has to do this farm transition, it's gonna be difficult for Starflark to keep producing units, especially because he has this Royal Institute and he doesn't have the Guild Hall. What is very cool also for Downfall is the fact of having 4 relics. Like 4 relics right now is helping him a lot, having a lot of gold in order to do, for example, crossbows, maybe cataphracts too. This could be cool to have some cataphracts, maybe some Varangian guards too. A lot of cool units. Because he has all his technologies that are very cool, he can also do that. It can be cool in order to tank more the knights too. Oh, very interesting technology in order to have John that is stronger. But yeah, that's pretty much very difficult for Downfall right now. I don't know how he can do to keep this game up. I think it's gonna be difficult. We have some berries here. Could be cool to catch them too. Three rams. More army value for Starflark. Yeah. We are going directly to the berries. And no, there is no villagers here. There are no villagers there. And yeah, we managed to take down the knights thanks to those 3 spearmen. Very well played. The outpost is going down. A lot of knights, a lot of archers. And here we have a lot of camel riders. I mean, this is quite cool. We have 9 javelin throwers too. So this is gonna be cool to kill those archers. And I mean, some cataphracts could help. I'm sure of it. Because it's very cool to kill those archers, to tank those knights. It could be nice. Especially because you have crossbows. And then the crossbows can be very safe then. Because they have in front of them some cataphracts that can tank a lot of damage. So it helps a lot. Yeah. This is really well played from Downfall. I mean, he respects his opponent. He knows he cannot take the fight. So he's just staying there. And I mean, the mistake he made in the base of Starflark, basically, I understand that. Because when you destroy your opponent like this at the beginning of the game, you say, okay, I'm so ahead right now, I can kill him. Well, no, not in this matchup. Yeah, this is quite crazy, but this is what happens. I mean, the fight is quite weird right now. I mean, why do you want to take the fight there while you didn't defend the cistern, for example? This is a little bit risky, in my opinion. We are gonna lose all the camel riders. And now we are so out of our base that we are gonna be facing all the knights charging inside our units. Jandok that is using her Holy Wrath. Really well played. Those spearmen are not using the shield wall too, so this is quite difficult. The archers are gonna do a lot of damage here. This is really well played from Starflark. The crossbows, yeah, kill a lot of knights too. Now the archers are in trouble. There is no front lane for them. Yeah, we saw the boar. Yeah, we are able to kill it. Oh, we have 2,400 of olive oil. I mean, spend it. Oh, this is a lot. We forgot about these resources. We don't want to forget about this resource. This is a lot of potential units on the field. And now Jandok is H4. And now this is gonna be very difficult. But the farm transition, I talked about it before. We don't have food anymore for Starflark. This is maybe the game. We have 7 elite champions that spawns directly. And now we are gonna be catched again from Downfall. We don't have enough. We don't have enough to deal with this army. But the thing is, right now, taking fights is not a problem anymore because Jandok is just like H4 right now, level 4, so doesn't matter if you take fights or not. She will not go further on this, so yeah. But basically, you can see here, this is a heavy tank. And yeah, this is gonna be difficult to deal with her. 3,000. Oh, okay. He starts to spend it. He starts to spend it. I was saying like 3,000 of olive oil. I mean, yeah. 2 mercenary house. Very good response here from Downfall. He saw that. He said, "Oh my god, I have so many olive oil. I have to spend it." Very well played from him. A second TC2. Yeah. I mean, he's in a good spot. I think it's okay-ish. Just be careful with this fight. It can be quite difficult. They have the same army value. You cannot go H4. If he wants to do that, it's a mistake. Not right now. You have to defend right now. You lost too many army. Okay. You have the control of this goal, so this is cool. Oh, we are taking the board here from Starflark. Very well played. This is very nice. Steal the board of your opponent. This is a good thing to do. Okay, very well played here from Downfall. I have to say he takes really well. He uses very well his spearmen in order to stop the charges of the knights. This is something that is very impressive from this player. He has a very good micro, and I think I know why. I think Downfall is a player that played a lot of StarCraft 2, and this is a game where this is very important to micro very well your units. So maybe it comes from this. But I have to say, the fact of having the spearmen right behind those crossbows, and when there is a knight charge, then the crossbow goes a little bit back and the spearman goes a little bit in front, and they can stop the charge. And this is perfectly done each time Downfall plays versus the knights. Oh, look at the army value. This is very nice from Downfall. I mean, I think he has the game right now. This is the late game. Byzantines is a very good civilization in the late game. They have a lot of economy, as you can see here. Now he can go on the H4 pretty soon. Even if Jandok manages to take a lot of good fights and kill a lot of units, I mean, just the economy is so much better with the Byzantines, especially if you have the 5 cisterns and stuff. Yeah, this is basically game, in my opinion. We can spend all our olive oil. We have 1,000 olive oil per minute. This is very. This is a lot. I mean, you can pay 2 javelin flowers per minute. So this is 8 of them per minute. This is a lot. For an engineering company, you can have a lot of siege, thanks to the olive oil. We have 2 sacred sites also with for Downfall, and we have H4 units right now. I think the game is over. This is very impressive because Jandok is very strong versus the Byzantines again, as I talked about before. This is a matchup that I saw a lot, and every time I'm just like, what can the Byzantines do? And Downfall showed us what to do. Like, it was a perfect defense. Used pretty well his spearmen. And yeah, went slowly from the berries, then to the stone, then a little bit after to the gold and stuff like this. And very slowly tries to go further and further on those resources. Don't directly go to the gold and the berries and the stone at the same time. Just, yeah. Go slowly. Thanks, Beastie, for the raid. How you doing? Thanks a lot. How was your stream? Hello, everyone. We are casting games Downfall versus Starflark. This is a very cool game that we are seeing right now. Downfall that is top 50 world right now, and Starflark that is top 29. This is an HAG event, so don't hesitate to go and watch HAG, guys. We are an association that is creating a lot of events on AoE4. Beastie played for a Showmatch for us a while ago. I don't remember when exactly it was. It was a while ago. It was very nice. And yeah, this is a very good game. Downfall is playing very, very well, I have to say. Because the matchup is very, very difficult for the Byzantines, in my opinion. Downfall is a player that now is trying to do some tournament games. And before he was only playing ranked games. So he's a little bit the guy behind the back, behind the bushes, and just like he was hiding for a long time, and now he's coming into the tournaments and destroys everyone, and we are like, whoa, this guy is strong. Yeah, he is strong. He won versus Starflark 3-1 on this BO5, guys. You are arriving at the end of the stream, sorry for you. But I'm gonna do a little bit of stuff right now. I'm gonna analyze my games of tournaments that I played on the BTTS. This is another tournament of HAG, guys. Don't hesitate to go and watch HAG again. See you in the next one. Bye.